Alright guys, so after a long and difficult journey, mainly in obtaining the orbs, finally I'm ready to go ahead and 100% my LR Goku, the LR reward for the new Super Battle Road stages. Again, I was able to beat all the stages on the first night and get all the copies, but because I rainbowed in Zamasu to help me beat the Realm of Gods stage, that kind of left me in a position where I didn't have orbs capable of actually going ahead and rainbowing this Goku until right now. So I'm a little overdue, but hey, here we are. Got that last orb. Go ahead and rainbow the man LR Goku. Now, I'm actually a big fan of this LR Goku, and all of the teams you can kind of create. You could build like a same style team with this LR Goku as you can with like Turles and the Movie Boss category team. So let's hop in a stage, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Alright guys, so we will go ahead and hop into an event with this Rainbow LR team. Now, there was actually a couple different ways I was thinking of building this team. I could have actually gone with Turles instead of like LR Trunks here, and then I could have had basically 3 support units supporting the entire team. At like, okay, because this LR Goku, he is the support type unit, right? As the leader of the team, which is kind of like this new thing that they're doing. Turles has done it, and now we also have Goku, where they're actually just support type units. So you can run them as floaters, and they're completely helping out the team, and then you can kind of use, you know, just any sort of rotation that you want to build, which creates some really interesting sort of, I guess, teams you can build, right? Like, I was even thinking, like, maybe I'll do, like, Tech Vegito Blue, and then LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku as a rotation, and then just, you know, having, like, Turles plus these 2 LR Gokus just as floaters going ahead and actually supporting them, giving them ki, giving them a little extra attack. That probably would work, but only thing is, this Goku does only support super type allies, but it would work with Turles as a floater, because he wouldn't ever interact with the 2 LR Gokus, right? So here we go. I'm actually really curious to see how strong this team is. You know, I've used it a little bit before I put significant orbs into my LR Goku. So see, like, LR Vegito Blue sitting there at 1.7 million right off the bat. Again, we're only rocking a double 100% lead here. The 2 LR Gokus, what they do is they give 100% to all stats and 3 ki. So they have the exact same leader skill as 1000 Day Spirit Bomb Goku, except this one is definitely a lot easier to obtain, because you only have to beat the Peppy Gals stage 20 times and you'll be able to get a copy. And the Peppy Gals stage is definitely a stage that I think pretty much anyone should be able to beat, and should be able to beat consistently as well. Peppy Gals stage is nothing crazy. Now, with this team, we also can do this. 2.9, pretty damn good. We can have LR Gogeta and LR Vegito stand next to each other. What do you think is going to happen when these 2 behemoths are next to each other? Death. We're going to be absolutely torching events in record time with these fuckers out here. Oh yeah, yo, I forgot about that. LR Vegito Blue does extra damage here. Hang on. Seeing that pop up just intrigued me way too much. Okay, LR Vegito Blue, go ahead, my boy. Is he gonna one-shot him? He probably has to, right? And 2.1. Yo, Vegito, chill. I love it. I love it. That's fantastic. Vegito, chill. Look at this, just speeding through events. You know, the Rose event, that's a top tier event, right? Like, it's not like we're going through some bitch level event. You know, I'm just sort of clowning on it. The Rose is an event, well, I guess technically he's not from this calendar year, but it's damn close, right? Like, Rose him and Tech Vegito Blue, they came out on the 28th of December for JP. So that's so close. Still within this newest wave of boss events, right? I do try and go into at least like a newer boss event, right? Like sometimes I do like to hop into, like I've done the Mass Saiyan event before, you know, recently, like within the last, you know, couple weeks or a month or so. You know, I've done some other lower level events. How much damage will he take? About 13k. That's not bad. For like a support type unit to only be taking about 13k, that is definitely something I can go ahead and accept. I got no problem with that. Of course, being Rainbow does help him. LR Goku also does have the capability of dodging attacks at a medium probability, so he has the same % chance of dodging as SCR Janemba does. So we pretty much torch through this event. Not really any difficulties. I figure, you know what, why not go ahead and go through one more event, just to kind of test out how this LR Goku LR team does on some of these events right here. Again, only a 200% lead here, as opposed to like, you know, 340% you could get with like Patara or something. Alright guys, it's been a while since I've actually hopped into the Super Saiyan 4 Goku boss event on video here. Now I have done it in the like that one boss rush stage, you know, basically the most common one everyone has always run. But it's pretty rare to actually see this map, the, you know, planet Sephorian, or the, you know, planet, the Tuffle planet, you know, in the dub. We don't get to see this very often because there only is just the one Dokkan event right now that takes place here. I would not be surprised if in the future we got a Super Baby 2 card with the transformation mechanic into the giant golden great ape. Again, not the transformation mechanic that already exists for like the golden great ape baby in the game, but I'm talking the true transformation mechanic, like Ultra Instinct Goku, LR Vegito, LR Gogeta, you know, Turles, Android 21. I'm talking about that transformation mechanic. That also would be an interesting team, because that would allow you to run, you know, the Super Baby 2, and you'd be able to run the Great Golden Ape Super Baby 2 card alongside of him, which would be really cool. That should serve to activate most of that fucker's links. So that would be interesting for the team. And then, of course, you would also have the SCR Super Saiyan 4 Goku on a category, because, you know, it took him so long to finally get onto a category, and then that would allow him to be on another category, right? Because right now, it is kind of all about the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku, since he's on, what, the Full Power category, he's on the Shadow Dragon category, as well as a Pure Saiyan category, whereas SCR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I believe, he is, at this point, still only on that one category, right? He's only still on the Pure Saiyan category. He does work very well on that team, though. You could run both the Super Saiyan 4 Gokus alongside each other. See, that was something I never actually expected them to do that they did. Let's do... Yeah, we'll do LR Vegito Blue first. Was they released another Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the game with a different name, so you can run multiple, right? Like, I never expected that they would actually, like, call that fucker, like, you know, Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku or anything like that. So it does go to show you, like, there are shenanigans they could pull at certain times. Wow. Okay, so LR Vegito Blue only took, like, 30k from that Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Like, just absolutely demolishing this event. Still, with only a 200% leader skill. This team, like, this team could easily get through any event in the game. With the build I'm running, I could do the 17 event as well. I actually, with this squad, I would have a little bit of difficulty. Not really too bad. Ooh, it actually probably would allow me to get the LR transformations off. But most of these fuckers have beam super attacks. So the Android 17, he would actually block a lot of these fuckers' attacks. Because both LR Super Vegito and Super Gogeta, they all completely have beam attacks. The two LR Gokus, they do have a physical attack. LR Vegito Blue has a physical attack. LR Trunks has a physical attack. But then, of course, LR Gohan, he also is only a beam super character. So, you know, I could switch it up, of course. You know, I could do something maybe like, you know, run a Super Vegito plus maybe like Tech Vegito. Well, not Tech Vegito Blue because he's a beam super. But like, I guess LR Vegito Blue, yeah. You know, could run different variations of the team. So real quick before we finish up, let's just go ahead and go over this LR Goku and why he is, like, this is one of the better free-to-play LRs they've released. You know, he's good in, like, all aspects. I'm very pleased at this. Goes to show that they knew how hard the new Super Battle Road stages were. So, this is the Greatest Courage Goku. His leader skill is all types key +3, HP attack and defense 100%. 12 key super is the Power Pull, which does colossal damage and has a rare chance to stun the enemy. His 18 key super is the Courageous Adventure, which does mega colossal damage to the enemy and raises super type allies attack by 30% for 1 turn. His passive skill is Power Pull's Company, which is super type allies key 2 and attack and defense 30%. He has a medium chance to evade enemies' attacks, including super attacks, and an additional attack and defense 20% for super type allies when HP is 50% or below. So that would be a very interesting, if you would have a rotation of LR Vegito, LR Gogeta, and then this guy on rotation, you fall below 50% health, and then this guy will be able to give an attack and defensive buff of like 50% alongside of having LR Vegito and Gogeta out. Like, even in the hardest Dokkan event, like, that rotation would still crush. That would be very, very interesting. Then his links are All in the Family, Z Fighters, Saiyan Warrior Race, the Saiyan Lineage, Experienced Fighters, Courage, and Legendary Power. So, he does have a few links there that actually could, you know, work pretty well on pretty much any team you'd want, but his links aren't really as important because he is only a support type unit, right? Usually you're just going to be running him in the 3rd slot of the rotation. His 12 key multiplier is 140%, which is, I guess, what I would expect. 24 key multiplier is 200% like always. And then he does have only one category, the Pure Saiyan category. So there we go, guys. There is the reward for the newest Super Battle Road. He's very good. Thank you, Bandai, and I'll catch y'all next time.